Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the end of the carrot of Super Mario Odyssey on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we'll be finishing up our playthrough of Super Mario Odyssey by taking down the last of the Broodal Rematches. Ouch.
Fancy that, Mr. Gridite. An end of the carrot for Rocket Rabbit, where we're actually at the end of a carrot.
Yeah. Alright,
We
Marshall.
only got one bite to go.
As I previously mentioned, the only real difficulty enhancement for Marshall's fight specifically is the fact that we are, under moon gravity for it, and that's really it for him. Thing is, I do end up screwing up this fight.
I see why he's the final one, is because he's the tallest.
He is the tallest. Boink.
And in my opinion, so far, the most dangerous because of this homing attack.
No. This attack looks like it's dangerous. It is not, to be perfectly honest. All you really need, to know for the attack is that as long as you have got the ability to either long jump or run around, you can dodge this forever. It looks threatening, certainly, but assuming
don't. You know what I see? Don't jump, because if you jump, then you slow down, and if you slow down, you give him a chance to catch up to you.
Except under moon jump, we're always going to be above him, so.
Oh, he can't see me. Oh, I guess he could.
All right, Marshall is down.
You stupid bow tie wearing rabbit.
He's a country bumpkin.
He looked like he was running for mayor. In Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I love that movie.
Alright, so that's all four of the Broodal Rematches done. All we gotta do left is collect our multi-moon reward, and then Dark Side of the Moon will be complete. Honestly, pretty anticlimactic, to be honest. There's the heart that I keep thinking exists.
Okay, so it was over here, but then that leads me to believe...
Hey, Captain Toad.
Captain Toad, you sneaky little... Yeah. Because you almost hid yourself successfully. Because I was pretty sure the warp pipe was the end of the pathway.
Hey!
As it turns out, it was not. Oh, okay, now this is happening.
Yeah. So we never actually did, never did a rematch against the Broodal Mech, so here's our rematch against the Broodal Mech.
You rabbits are all about to have your day.
So, the Broodal Mech rematch is actually significantly different, specifically because we don't get to play with Pokio for it. We have to actually use Hammer Brother
In moon gravity.
Yes, so we now have a significantly higher jump than we're normally supposed to have, and we have the ability to interact with the legs by actually weakening them with our hammers.
All right, now climb on top. And
yeah, because we have a relatively high arcing projectile, we actually have the ability to interact with each of the nodes on the Broodal Mech effectively whenever we want, as someone willing to actually gamble with it. I don't recommend doing so, specifically due to the ring attack that the Broodal Mech still actually has.
yeah, don't let it fall on you either, because, I mean, for God's sake, we only have 2 units of health left.
Alright, but they also only have 2 units of health left, Mr. Cloud.
That means this is an even match.
Except now he's got the charge.
It is no longer even.
You can totally avoid the charge just by staying in the Hammer Bro capture. You just have to be dashing around for it. But I always feel safer as a normal Mario during the charge segment, because we get access to the long jump as well.
All I'm firing my Twizzlers.
Yeah, the Twizzler hoops, as Cloud has decided to call them, are honestly the most dangerous part of this fight.
Hey, you fell the wrong way, guy. You're supposed to go the other way. Yeah.
All right, Harrietta's down. We just have Topper left. I really shouldn't be up this close while the Twizzler attack is on screen.
Just take out one of his legs.
Ouch!
Oh crap! We can't see.
Ow! Damn it! So
wow.
yeah. And again, if you fail at the Broodal Mech, you have to do the entire gauntlet all over again.
So did we just skip? We skipped
past the entire gauntlet because I spent 10 minutes on it last time. The fights aside from Topper aren't actually all that interesting or difficult. So yeah.
So you got taken out on the boss's very last damage-dealing attack, right before you could take out his last health bar. How did that make you feel?
Honestly, for the Broodal Mech, I was actually okay with it. I was a bit surprised by it because I've never actually had problems against the Broodal Mech. So yeah, I do honestly wish that we were fighting with the Pokio again for this fight instead, because I think that's actually a much more interesting way of dealing with this particular style of enemy. But that said, we've not actually used Hammer Bro for any bosses prior to this, so this is honestly pretty cool to actually finally get to use Hammer Bro for a boss encounter.
I would not have been so keen on resetting this boss fight because there are two things going against me. One is that I'm prone to becoming enraged in game over situations, and two, I don't take game over sitting down. I would have immediately picked up the controller, gone back through the gauntlet, gone into this part, and then practically breaking my teeth in my mouth by clenching it so hard, I would then beat the boss.
Oh,
I would get the final cutscene.
The breaking my teeth
I'd
part
say,
of this
fuck
fight
this game.
The breaking my teeth part of the fight is specifically just on Topper. Topper is honestly the only real difficult part of this gauntlet. As we're going through the actual final boss for our playthrough, I probably should go over once again that I actually really enjoy Super Mario Odyssey. It is, even at the end of the Switch's life cycle, as we're graduating into the Switch 2, this is still one of the best Nintendo Switch games on the fucking market, to be perfectly honest. I find it's significantly more fun than Pokemon Legends CA, than Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I'm not entirely sure if I find it more fun than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but I certainly find it more fun than Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, yeah, I honestly think that if you have a Nintendo Switch, you owe it to more or less yourself and your gaming experiences to at least attempt to play Super Mario Odyssey. This is the best action platformer. Well, it might not be the best action platformer on the system. I have not actually explored all the action platformers on the system, but this is one of the best action platformers that Nintendo has put out in I want to say, when did Galaxy 1 come out, Mr. Cloud? Let's just say 15 years. There we go.
Yeah, that works.
So, with that, very explicitly, the Broodal Super Mech has been defeated by the powers of Hammer Bro. Yay!
Fireworks.
And we never have to deal with the Broodals again, he lied to himself. Because I actually did continue this playthrough off camera, specifically to actually go and do Grand Finale, but I didn't bother to show that off because it took me an hour to do Grand Finale, and I did not want to, have to commentate all through that. I'm just not good at Grand Finale, guys. I don't want to show it off. It's not that it's honestly that bad. In fact, the first half of the last half of the grand finale is actually pretty smooth. But for defeating the Broodal Mech and Dark Side of the Moon, we get the King's Crown and King's Outfit, as well as unlock a bunch of the hidden power moons in Dark Side of the Moon.
Let's go spend some more time with our cute and cuddly rabbit friends.
We're not going to be spending all that much time here. We're specifically going to be showing off a couple, like one or two of the hidden areas, and a bunch of the hint art. This one is for Mushroom Kingdom. It's not blatantly obvious that that's what it's for. That one's for Cloud Kingdom. Yes, Cloud Kingdom also gets additional power moons tied to it after you clear it the first time.
Hey, Mr. Greta, there's a door down there.
And this one's for Luncheon Kingdom. The door down there specifically has you do one of the more difficult platforming challenges without Cappy. This one is for Lake Kingdom. At least I think that one's for Lake.
Oh, there's another door here,
yes.
too.
As I've already mentioned, Mr. Cloud, after clearing the gauntlet, there are a bunch of additional power moons available on Dark Side. We're not going to be showing them off, but yeah, they are definitely here if you want to try them. I don't honestly recommend it. I don't find a majority of the additional challenges on Dark Side of the Moon actually fun. Just very, very challenging. There's one in particular that I think is on Dark Side that I explicitly was never going to show off. Anyway, let's return to the Mushroom Kingdom to collect our additional achievements, because we did get some more achievements whilst we were, floundering around. This the athletic remix, the acapella athletic remix is actually in this game, but you have to use the radio in order to actually listen to it.
Huh. King Mario,
Are we actually gonna go get Yoshi first? Yeah, we're gonna go get Yoshi. We're gonna go get Yoshi first.
So not that Princess Peach is suddenly a queen. So if Mario is king, who is the queen?
Oh, Mr. Cloud, we don't bother to talk about the Mario World politics. You know that. Princess Peach is going to forever be a Princess Peach. Yeah. Hey, Yoshi. So, yes, we don't actually ride Yoshi in this game. We capture him in order to,
just become Yoshi.
Yes, we can become Yoshi in order to actually go around and eat all of these Yoshi fruits. By collecting, I think it's 10 Yoshi fruits, you will successfully generate a power star, and there are 30 Yoshi fruits floating around the Mushroom Kingdom. That said, the big reason why you actually want to do this is because this is actually blocking out one of the more important rematches for us. The Shadow Dragon rematch is actually locked behind Yoshi. So.
All fighting against the Goopy Gooper and the Octo. And now comes the Shadow Dragon of the Demon Hell Lords.
Cloud, we fought Shadow Dragon already. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was the most out-of-place character ever put in a Mario game.
You know what? You might actually be right.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, there was the guy on one guy at the bench in New Dog City that just thanks us for sitting down with him.
Okay, the human characters in New Donk City also were quite jarring, but why is there like a freaking Skyrim dragon in my Super Mario Adventure?
It's not a Skyrim dragon. It's a Fire Emblem dragon.
I mean, I know for a fact Charles Martinet played the voice of Parthenax in Skyrim, but did he really have to bring the Dragonborn back with him?
That's a bit of trivia that I didn't actually know. Huh. Alright.
Very talented man
So,
that chose my name.
all right. Hey, Toadette. Ground pound instructor. That's for getting, I think it's 20 power moves with ground pound. It's either 5 or 20.
Yay.
And that's the only other achievement that we actually managed to get. I was really surprised by this, actually. So,
Well, come on, don't you want to stare at the sun?
that although there is a hidden thing for that here, I forget if it's actually a power moon.
I mean, it better be tied to a power moon at some point. So, yeah, in Super Mario 64, if you stand on that sunshine platform in the middle of the court, that the room goes white, and then you end up in like a bonus area.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to unlock the wing cap. Anyway, Super Mario Odyssey is awesome. You all should go and play it, especially because, well, as we are upgrading into the Switch 2, I'm worried that Super Mario Odyssey might not actually get a Switch 2 upgrade or port. So, yeah. I know that it will be playable on the Switch 2, but I'm not entirely sure as to how that's going to work.
Well, I can say at this time that I enjoyed playing Super Mario Odyssey. I think that it's a wonderful adventure with a lot of fun characters, and definitely one to bring a smile to your face.
Yeah. Be safe, everybody.